How you doing, world? My name is JJ, and I'm your host with African American News Channel. And today we have some very interesting episodes for you guys. So grab your popcorn, grab you some cold to drink, and come right back, because you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. Now, my first video is about an African American who says black people have an identity crisis due to slavery. Watch this video.
Black people have a cultural identity crisis due to slavery. They'll absorb and uplift anything African while condescending and chastising Africans who don't. Yeah. And this is something myself and others have noticed as well. I compare it to an adopted child. Like, even if you love your adopted parents, there's still something inside of you that kind of longs for your birth parents. And of course, as descendants of enslaved Africans, it kind of sucks not being able to trace your history back to before slavery. I've always said this identity crisis comes from the idea that our history begins with slavery. And because we know that before slavery was Africa, anything that comes from Africa, we just kind of hijack it. That's why you see people decking themselves out in Egyptian iconography, even though there's not a drop of Egyptian blood in them, or trying to learn Swahili. It's a desperate attempt to reconnect with those lost roots, and I sympathize with it. But that's also why I do what I do regarding the Black church. I honestly think it's the closest thing we will have to a solution to that identity crisis, because starting there is where our ancestors began to just build a new culture. Not only was it the beginning of real community organization and institutional influence in even slave communities, but it sustained us all through things like civil rights. And so much of our culture, real culture, not the hood crap, but real culture, came out of the church. Our morals, our spirituality. Look at the music. If you don't have the Black church, you don't have gospel. If you don't have gospel, you don't have blues, you don't have rock and roll. Now they say Black history is American history. Black culture is American culture. Some people call that appropriation, but it is what it is. And so when people do the whole white man's religion thing, they take that foundation that gave us all that we have, and they try to attribute it to white folks. And I think it's a shame, because our ancestors really started from the bottom and built something world renowned, if you think about it. And we have people trying to shake all that off, chasing a version of Africa that doesn't even exist anymore.
How did you guys feel about that video? Was he right or was he wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is about an African American woman who says, I'm going to explain to you what black is. Watch this video.
Black is an ethnic group. It's also a racial group. It's also a diaspora. Let's talk about it. We'll start with race. Race is defined as a socially constructed group of people based on observable characteristics, things like phenotype, or the way that you look, the way that you dress, the way that you wear your hair, the language that you speak, the religions that you practice. Race being socially constructed means that it's not biologically determined. It's made up. People made up these categories to put people in. The way that we structure race in the US is based off of the structure that European colonizers and enslavers used when they were coming over here enslaving people and doing genocide. Race is made up, it's subjective, and it doesn't tell us a whole lot about a person's cultural background. Someone's cultural background would be much more related to their ethnicity. However, we mentioned enslavement. During enslavement, enslaved people from Africa were denied the ability to practice their ethnic or cultural heritage. They weren't allowed access to ethnic practices like religion or language, music, clothes, hair, marriage ceremonies. And they were often removed from their family or from their cultural group, making it really difficult for that ethnic heritage to carry on generationally. And this was happening in different ways all over the colonized world. In the United States, in what is now the United Kingdom, in Jamaica, in Haiti, in the Dominican Republic. A variety of people from different ethnic groups in Africa coming to form their own unique ethnic identity in the place they now reside, while also intermingling, intermarrying, and being influenced by other non-African cultures. Similarly to how Jamaican can be an ethnic group or Haitian can be an ethnic group, Black can also be an ethnic group. When we're talking about Black Americans, some people might prefer to be more specific and use things like the acronym ADOS or ADOS, the American Descendants of Slavery. Black, ADOS, Negro, African American are all terms that have been used to describe this same ethnic group. But it does get confusing sometimes because Black can be a racial group or a diaspora, and it can be an ethnic group when we're talking about Black Americans. But it's the same word understood as contextually different in different situations. There are also more specific ethnic groups within the Black ethnic umbrella, like the Gullah Geechee, for example. And since the Black or Black American ethnic group is so big, so diverse, and has been here for so long, there are also regional differences. Very similarly to how there are cultural differences between people from northern Italy and southern Italy. There are also, of course, people of ethnic groups native to the continent of Africa who live in Africa, in the United States, in the UK, and all over the world. There's nuance to all of this, and the language changes all the time. That was a lot of information. Let me know if you have questions.
I'm back. How did you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is about a Nigerian woman who says, I am not Black, I'm Nigerian. What you say? So I guess this is called Nigerian? This skin color is called Nigerian? Watch this video.
I a flipping idiot, guys. What is ethnicity? What is ethnicity? Because what I've always learned and what I've always been told and what I was taught was my nationality is a place I have a passport. Right? My race, BS, social construct. My ethnicity is my ethnic makeup. My ethnic makeup is Nigerian. I am Nigerian. I'm African, but I'm Nigerian. What am I missing? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Because if you lot are telling me that my ethnicity is actually African, then I'm calling the whole system into question, because I do not even like the word Black. I don't even prescribe to the whole race thing. I mean, I do. We all know I do, but in my heart, every time somebody says Black, I get a twinge because I didn't grow up Black. So, I need answers. I need answers. Quick, I need answers, because this is not making sense. Their comments are not adding up. They're telling me ethnicity, I'm just African. When I've been taught, reinforced, appeased, confirmed, I'm ethnically Nigerian. So make it make sense. I need more explanation, please. This is not normal behavior. You lot are not normal. Because where did you get this information? I don't understand. Okay, I've done a quick Google search. So if my ethnicity is a fact or state of belonging to a social group that has a common nation or cultural tradition, there's no African culture. There's Nigerian culture, but there's no African culture. I don't feel like you can lump the whole... This is not making sense. Can somebody please explain it to me? I don't get it. I'm trying. I don't get it. This is a very flawed system. Very, very flawed. Ugh, this stuff ain't adding up.
How'd you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is about a Black woman who says, I am so tired of people thinking that I am lying about my ethnicity. Why do I gotta lie about my ethnicity to you? Who are you? Watch this video.
Yo, I cannot stand people who think that I'm lying about my ethnicity. Like, who the fuck lies about their ethnicity? Like, what? Like, that's some childish, kiddish ass shit. Like, I'm Black. Clear as day, I am Black. And I also was born in the United States of America. Unfortunately, I do not speak any of the languages of my ethnicities. Don't or barely know the culture. L-Dad side of the family. Don't fuck with them. But I'm not gonna trauma dump. But y'all gotta stop telling people that they're lying about their ethnicity, and y'all don't believe them because they're Black and they're not light skinned. or because they don't speak the language or languages, they don't know their culture or barely know it or something, you know, or because they were born here. Like, that does not change our DNA. Like, our living situation and us not knowing our culture and our languages does not change our DNA, like, at all. Like, who the hell gatekeeps ethnicities? The fuck? Like, telling people who and what they aren't is crazy. Especially if you don't even know them. Sometimes you think you know them and you dead don't. Y'all think I have fun telling people that I'm all of these different ethnicities? No, I do not. I love my ethnicities, I love who I am, but I do not have fun because most of the time people do not believe me. And a lot of y'all don't know the difference between race and ethnicity, and that's dumb crazy. Being multi-ethnic does not take away a person's race. Yes, I'm black. I am not erasing my blackness, but I am multi-ethnic. Okay? I'm not trying to be cute. Oh, I'm mixed. Yeah, I'm foreign. No. That's weird. The fuck? And it's definitely no fun to even jack who you really are when people don't even believe you. Like, but it's okay. The cons of being multi-ethnic. A multi-ethnic black person at that. Because if I wasn't black, or if I simply was just light-skinned, there's a higher chance that people would believe me, and that's sad as fuck. Black people can't be anything other than black, like, and that's so ignorant. Like, what the hell? What did y'all learn in school? Like, who's teaching y'all this shit? Like, what the hell? What? Black people can have ethnicity. Not all black people are African or African descent. Y'all weird as fuck. That's where school fucked y'all up at. Black doesn't mean African.
How did you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is about an African-American woman who says it's black culture, not African-American culture. I have never heard anyone says African-American culture. They say black culture. Watch this video.
First of all, you're wild ignorant and disrespectful. And I'm going to pretend you gave me an apology because that's what I deserve. And I just take the things that I deserve. Now, black as a race is not what we were talking about. That wasn't even topic. Stay on topic with your ignorant ass. Black culture was the topic. No one says African-American culture. Or maybe they do. I don't say African-American. I don't refer to myself as African-American. That's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to Africa. And
Do not
America.
like.
If you ask somebody from the continent of Africa what their nationality is, they're going to tell you their nation. Right? See, when they went over there and they snatched all the black people. Now, before that, they weren't called black people because I don't know if you know, but they were pretty much all looking about the same. And nobody was like, oh, look at that tribe over there. It's black. No, they didn't do that. They didn't have to do that because there was no other color to talk about. So that wasn't happening until they took us away. Okay. Then we became black. Okay. Then some of y'all went and got y'all independence and y'all became Dominican and Haitian and Jamaican and Trinidadian. And none of y'all have to say that y'all are African British or African Spaniard or African French, African European. Like, none of y'all have to say that shit, right? So why should I have to call myself after my colonizer? I don't, and I won't. I'm black. I'm a black. That's my nationality. I'm a black. I'm black. That's my ethnicity. I'm black. Okay, when I say black culture, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You're not confused. You know what I mean when I say black culture. You can pretend if you want to. You can contribute to the erasure if you want to. But that's probably just because y'all are all trying to act like black culture is everybody's. Like, trying to take it away from us as if we didn't originate in this. We don't deserve the credit for it. And we do, and we will take it, and I will stand on it. When I say black culture, you think of hip-hop, jazz, R&B, rock, soul food, stepping, fraternity lines, doing their little step line, HBCUs. Yeah, you wasn't getting that without black people. Okay, not Haitian people, not Dominican people, not Jamaican people, not Trinidadian people, not Brazilian people, not Congolese people, Senegalese people, Kenyan people. I don't want to say any of the nationalities wrong, so I'm going to shut the fuck up at this point. But yeah, y'all didn't get that from that, right? The N-word. AAVE, which I disagree with if you calling no, it's Ebonics. African American Ebonics. Y'all let white supremacy change that one. Some of the dances that we do, y'all know. Electric slide, cha-cha slide, twerking, juking, crumping, swing. Some of the games we play, double dutch, spades, Miss Mary Mac, yes, your little patty cake games, yes. These are all black culture, and you will not erase us. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
How did you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, my take on today's videos is this. It seems like everybody have an identity crisis. Even white people have an identity crisis because most white people is from Europe. But you don't never hear themselves call themselves European American or I'm European white or white European. And black people, Haitian people, Jamaican people, Dominican Republican people, people from Germany who's black, who's born there, people from Brazil who's black, who's born there. We all have an identity crisis. Because check this out. You got African people who saying that they're not black. You got Jamaican people who saying that they're not black. You got Haitian people who saying they're not black. They're saying I'm Haitian, or they're saying I'm Nigerian, or they're saying I'm Jamaican. But that's their nationality. See, I think people get nationality confused with race. Because that's just like me labeling myself, I'm just an American. I'm just an American. I can't be just an American because if I move to Canada and I get Canadian citizenship, then I'm a Canadian. Your nationality is only where you have citizenship at for the moment. If I go to Brazil and get citizenship, then I'm a Brazilian. But I'm still black. I will be a black Brazilian. If I go to Canadian and I get Canadian citizenship, I will be a black Canadian. If I go to Nigeria and I get citizenship, I will be a black Nigerian. See, a lot of people is confused. See, in Africa, they say I'm Nigerian if I'm from Nigeria. If you from Ghana, you say I'm Ghanaian. If you from Jamaica, you say I'm Jamaican. If you from Haitian, you say, if you from Haiti, you say, I'm Haitian. So let me get this straight. I'm from California in America. So I'm a Californian. If you from Texas, you a Texian. If you from Louisiana, you a Louisianian. If you from Nevada, you a Nevadian. Because that's not race, you guys. So that's just like everybody in America, wherever state they from, they saying I'm that. Oh, I'm from Colorado, I'm a Coloradian. Or I'm from Tennessee, I'm a Tennessean. So it's crazy how every culture does that, but nobody pay attention to that. Oh, I'm from Jamaica, so I'm a Jamaican. No, Jamaican is not a race. Jamaica is where you're from. If you move to Haiti and get citizenship, you're going to be a Haitian. What, you going to be a Jamaican Haitian? No, you're going to be a black Haitian. See, I don't think people get that we are all black. We are all black. Period. You are black plus wherever you from. Your race is black plus whatever your nationality is. That's what I don't think people get. So it's crazy because Africans say, I'm not African and they from Africa. But it's okay for everybody to call us American because we from America? You see how the lines cross, how it don't make sense? You see how it don't make sense? We are all black plus where you from. Nationality is not your race. And a lot of people think that their race is their nationality. Just because you're from Nigeria don't mean you're a Nigerian. You're a black Nigerian. You're a black person from Nigeria. I'm American. I'm a black American. It's crazy how Africans say African is not a race. I'm not African. Don't call me African. Call me Nigerian. Call me Ghanaian. Call me Tanzanian. But we call African Americans. Now, if Africa is a race, if African is a race, which is not a race, they don't label African as a race, then we will all be African. But since black is one of the only things that's really labeled as a race, we are all black. Am I wrong? Are we all confused about our race? Or are we all black? Let me know in the comments. My name is JJ. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment, and share the video. It helped the channel out a lot, and it encourages us to keep making you guys good content. Have a good day. Stay blessed. And remember that you are loved.
Alright, gang, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just feel like at your big age, you should really understand the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. This is why you often hear people say, I know black, I Dominican. Well, I'm not white, I'm Puerto Rican. It's honestly getting out of hand, so we're gonna talk about it. Race could be based on physical characteristics, which would be like your nose, your lips, your skin, your hair type, and ancestral background. Meaning it is not based on where you were born. My parents could have had me in Germany and I would not have been white. My parents could have had me in Asia and I would have not been Asian. Ethnicity is belonging to a social group with common culture and tradition. So my ethnicity would be African American. Our history, the way we talk and celebrate and dress, puts us all in a social group. But if I was born in Germany, I would have been a black German. If I was born in Puerto Rico, I would have been a black Puerto Rican. Still black though. Now nationality is where it gets tricky. That's another video.